Jubokko, the bloodthirsty tree of war. Deep within the untouched forests of Japan, where the air is thick with the scent of ancient wood and the whispers of unseen spirits, there is a legend that chills even the bravest souls. It is the tale of Jubokko, a tree unlike any other. It does not seek nourishment from the soil, nor rely on the sun's warmth to grow. Instead, it craves something far more sinister: human blood. This eerie yokai is not born from nature but from tragedy, emerging only in places where great suffering has seeped into the land. The Jubokko stands as a reminder that some horrors never truly die. They take root, waiting for the next unfortunate soul to wander too close. The origin of the Jubokko. Long ago, Japan was plagued by endless wars. The countryside was littered with battlefields where samurai, soldiers, and villagers fought and died. Their blood soaked the ground, staining it red for days, weeks, and even months. The earth could not drink so much suffering without consequence. It is said that in such places, ordinary trees absorbed the blood of the fallen instead of water, warping them beyond recognition. Their bark hardened like armor, their branches grew sharp like claws, and their once nourishing sap turned into something darker, thick, crimson, and warm like freshly spilled blood. The transformation was not just physical. The trees, now infused with the lingering souls of the dead, became sentient. They no longer simply existed, they hungered. The horror of the Jubokko. At first glance, a Jubokko appears indistinguishable from an ordinary tree. Its leaves sway with the wind, and its trunk stands firm against the passage of time. But those who stray too close may notice something deeply unsettling, a strange stillness in the air, as if the forest itself is holding its breath. Then, before they can react, the tree strikes. Its branches lash out like living serpents, piercing the skin and draining blood straight from the veins. Unlike a vampire, which feeds with precision, a Jubokko's feeding is brutal and merciless. Victims do not simply faint from blood loss. They wither away, their bodies left dry and lifeless, almost as if they had aged 100 years in an instant. Some travelers who managed to escape reported hearing a low, haunting whisper coming from the tree, like the mournful cries of fallen warriors. Others have claimed to see faces within the bark, their twisted expressions frozen in eternal agony. Whether these are merely illusions or the tormented souls of those consumed, no one can say for sure. How to identify and survive the Jubokko. Few have lived to tell the tale of encountering a Jubokko, but those who have share eerie similarities in their warnings. Beware of places where wars were fought. Jubokko trees only grow in soil drenched with death. If you find yourself in an old battlefield, stay alert. Listen carefully to the sounds of the forest. Normal trees creak with the wind, but a Jubokko is eerily silent until it strikes. Some say the air around it feels unnaturally still, almost suffocating. Do not touch its sap. If you cut into a Jubokko, what seeps out will not be golden tree resin, but something far worse. Touching it is said to cause dizziness, hallucinations, and in some cases, paralysis. While ordinary weapons are useless against the tree, some believe that powerful purification rituals can banish its hunger. Shinto priests and shrine maidens are said to be able to restore the tree to its original state, freeing the trapped souls and returning it to a normal, peaceful plant. However, Others claim that a Jubokko that has tasted too much blood can never be purified. Modern sightings and theories. Though tales of the Jubokko originate from Japan's warring past, rumors persist even in modern times. Some believe that trees growing near abandoned prisons, execution grounds, or sites of massacres have turned into Jubokko. Hikers in certain forests have reported sudden feelings of exhaustion, dizziness, or unexplained cuts on their skin after resting beneath an ancient tree. A few urban legends even claim that some old bonsai trees in certain temples and shrines may have been miniature Jubokko, their thirst suppressed by spiritual seals. Whether or not these stories hold any truth, one thing is certain: where there is bloodshed, something always lingers. So the next time you find yourself in an old, forgotten part of the woods, pay close attention. If the air grows still, if your heart starts to race for no reason, and if you notice a tree that seems just a little too hungry, run.